Hello, friends, and welcome to Talking to Famous People. I'm Eric, this is Rachel. We're the hosts of Talking to Famous People, and the most exciting people on the planet. Well, we've gotten a lot done today, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
We sure have. We have undertaken the remodeling of our room here. Taken pretty much everything out. Moved the green screen over there. And well, I could do some more carpet scrubbing or other kind of cleaning stuff first. I'm going to put that off for a moment, and I'm going to put together one of these chairs that we got. Siegfried, good evening.
Good evening.
Dark Sunshine, hello.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, you're, what do you got, Piao now?
He's Piao.
That's so cool. Congratulations.
Good for you, Siegfried. Good for you. Did you find them more or less ridiculous? Kitty.
That's Kitty. Oh, yes. You're the queen of the crop.
So we got out we unpacked the shop vac we bought about a week or two ago. It's a very nice shop vac.
Yeah, it did a great job. And honestly, Eric did a great job. It looks fantastic. All the little pieces of whatever was on the carpet was totally sucked up.
Yeah. Well, I still got some carpet stains and stuff that I could scrub some more. It does seem to come out a bit at a time, but it takes some scrubbing.
Yeah, because like this section did really well.
Yeah, it did. It's true. I watched you try sitting down, and lots of oranges fell on your head and something. Those weren't oranges. Those were apricots.
Yes. And he was...
I was trying to have a scenic background, but I didn't think it through enough, really.
and he was not tripping. That was just an idea.
But he was tripping when he watched it.
Oh. I see.
Yeah. Let me get my ass straight.
That's an entertaining one to watch. Hey, Boba Fett.
So, what we're going to try to do here this evening while we're streaming is assemble this chair. Also known as chair number one. Chair number one of two.
Chair number one of two, yes. We got the same chair. So hopefully, if this one is easy to put together, the other one will be too.
Yeah.
The box is opening right now.
And then once I get that out, I'll bring it over there in front of the camera to assemble. A lot of pieces in there.
Yeah, there is.
A lot more pieces than I would have expected.
Like way more.
Okay.
Alright, so
Not all the pieces out of the box. box out here. So, if you're familiar with the assemblage of things, you know that things often come in more than one piece. And the only way to make them work together as they're supposed to is to put them together in an assembly-like fashion. So this is the back of the chair. As you see, it's got some holes here on the side. There don't appear to be any instructions on how to put it together.
There's
so.
no instructions?
Oh, well, he wanted me to edit it to remove his name. I might do that, but I didn't do it right then. I just deleted it because I didn't feel like doing that right then.
Yeah, he was very he wanted to keep his privacy.
Well, he just didn't want his full name used.
His full name.
Which I understand, but at that moment I didn't feel like editing it, so I just took it down.
Yeah.
I may still go back and edit it.
ENFJ. Michelle Way. So you would have been excited. It was not an INFJ. Oh, I was wondering. I was hoping you were watching it because it was not an INFJ, and I was hoping that you would be excited over it. But yeah, he's an ENFJ. But once we have his name removed, you'll be able to see it. Nice, Jeremiah Fix. We're assembling a chair right now.
Yeah. We're playing chair assembly time.
Yeah. It's this nice gaming chair that we got at Staples. We tried it out. Honestly, Michelle Way, I think that a lot of INFJs are just really interested in personal development, and a lot of them are very confused on their type. A lot of them are, anyway. There are some who know.
The bottom line is this. INFJs are pretty rare, and they like ENTPs, who are also pretty rare.
Yes.
And they get the sense that really, I'm probably the only one who's going to type them well.
Yes.
So they end up having me type them. So I type probably a lot more INFJs than most people. And like Rachel's saying, INFJs in general probably get typed more than most other types. Or at a higher percentage rate, you might say.
Yeah, they are very interested in personal development and introspective thinking, and really questioning their type a lot.
Well, they want to understand.
Yeah, they want to understand, and not all types want that. Some types are just like, they're happy just going about life without knowing their type. This is interesting.
Well, it does have some instructions.
Okay.
So that's good.
Yeah, that is good.
So is it an individual or just the energy of the collective? I mean, I think it has to do with the fact that NI and TI are both absolute values. Whereas, and when you get that, you end up with people who are interested in typology. You'll note that's also true of ISTP, ISFP. They're also interested in typology. ENTPs, but they only have one of those in absolute value, you know. Okay, let's see what it says here. Assembly instructions. One, put the wheels on that thing. Okay. So first I'm going to put the wheels on that thing.
Okay. The wheels on like that thing?
Mm-hmm. So this is the bottom part. And the wheels go on here. Wonder how you, oh, there it goes.
That's
Just like
easy
that.
enough.
That's easy enough.
Yeah.
It does come with wheels.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Wheel number 3. Wheel number 4. And wheel number 5.
Alright, part 1 finished.
Okay. Now, well, it's actually part 2 finished.
Oh, part 2 finished.
Yeah. Next, put that thing in. Okay.
ISTJs find ESFPs to be most sexy. Super agreed.
So I guess this goes in here. And then this. What is that?
There's a piece missing.
Let me go see if I can find that piece. What is this?
Maybe not. Maybe not. Right? Because that's 3. We're up to number 6, right?
Yeah, what's 4? See, I think this is 4.
Oh. Oh, that's 4. Okay.
Goes like that, yeah. Okay, now I think I have to go and put this on this.
I believe that it's true for INTJs and ENFPs that INTJs would find ENFPs sexy. Well, are they judgers?
Just go like this. Oh, right. It says right here, front. Yeah. front. Yeah, this is right.
Yeah, that looks right.
Okay, now I have to get some of number A. Part A.
Okay.
I have to get part F as well. This is part F.
Hey, Oliver Linehan.
Okay. Now I'm going to put this
There you guys. This is exciting stuff. So, Secret Fried, are you good with IKEA instructions too? There you go.
Okay, well, as you can sort of see it.
Yeah.
So, okay, this has to go here, like this. Yeah. 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 And yeah.
And then it has to be extra screwed.
Well, you just go like this to make it easier to screw in.
What are those wrenches called?
It's called Allen wrench.
Allen wrench.
Sometimes called a hex wrench or hex bolt. Okay, well that one doesn't fit this way. It should go like this. Okay.
Harrison, Sherwin, maybe you're the conflictor type then. If you can't stand them.
Can you sit them? Okay. We've just completed this step right here. See that? Pretty impressive stuff, huh?
High stringing lights. Stringing lights.
Okay, now it says
Hey, Rachel Gerard and Ruben R.
we have to put those things on.
Oh, that's interesting. Harrison, Sherwin. Because even though ISFJ and ENTP are duals, well, I don't.
I mean, unlikely.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking is unlikely too. It's more if it's
Well, very few people who think they're ENTPs are actually
actually
ENTPs.
ENTPs. That's the thing.
But I mean, it's understandable a lot of times that you might mistakenly think you are one for plenty of good reason. I mean, the type descriptions are not reliable for lots of reasons. And okay, this doesn't go there. This goes here, like this. Right? Yes. And it's got 4 things there. And it needs 4 number B's, letter B's. Okay, so let's get 4 letter B's out. Besides, I mean, abstract beliefs or abstract affirmations, which is really what you're talking about, more than a belief. Like, self-identifying one way or the other in terms of God belief is a really poor reason to dislike or like somebody. Okay. So, now how do I make sure I have the right side on the right side?
Oh, yeah.
Does it make any difference?
I think so.
Well, this one fits here, so I'm just gonna put. So you see here, I'm putting this like yeah.
Yes, Johnny Depp won.
Oh, good. I was meaning to ask about that.
Oh yeah, Aga and him. I forgot that you're in the UK. He's there now.
Hey, hey, hey! Maybe he could be a candidate for manly sex a lot. He seems kind of bipolar.
Yeah, we were saying how he seems.
Of course, you probably don't want to be with another bipolar person, but.
You're right, Agan and him, they both won, as in, they both received money. But Johnny Depp, I believe, won more money in damages.
Amber Heard should have won a week in the stockades. Each day filled with stern ass slappings.
You want a participation. I can't.
Participation.
Yeah, participation trophy. I have to say, Johnny Depp had fantastic lawyers. I mean, that, what do they call it? The final
statement?
speech? Yeah, the closing statement was phenomenal from, Camille, Vasquez, I think her name is.
It's actually Vasquez-poops a lot. She married into the Poops a Lot family.
Oh! Oh my god, the Queen's 70th coronation. I was wondering, I saw a picture of her on the screen. I was like, oh my gosh, is she dead?
We wonder that a lot.
I wonder that a lot?
We wondered it the other day at the supermarket.
Yeah.
I did anyway.
I did too, honestly. But no, she's 70th coronation. I saw pictures of one of the grandchildren making like faces like oh, it's so loud.
Now this goes on here.
You thought Rodderburn nailed it when he said it's not defamation if she can prove just one allegation of abuse, even if she partook in abuse herself. Yeah, it's a really, really smart statement right there.
Okay, now let's see what's next. So now it's starting to look a little bit like a chair.
Yeah, it really is. Are you participating in any of the celebrations, Aga? I don't know what type Camille is. I mean, she could be ENTP. She's a really good lawyer. Or ESTP, honestly. Because she was pretty cold-blooded. I would say that she showed signs of being bipolar. Do you think ENTJ, Blue? Yeah, I think that there's a possibility that she could be ENTP. I mean, the closing arguments were just like beautiful. That is, if you are a client, that is exactly the thing that you want to hear. I mean, she made so many good arguments. It was hard. And I don't think that Amber Heard had bad lawyers either.
She just didn't have the truth on her side. Mm-hmm. You know, that matters.
That was the problem.
Let me see who I was.
Sure, I just can't find it. Oh.
I don't know who it is. I do know this much though. I hate WhatsApp.
What's up? Guys, this chair is really coming along.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, turn this like this way. So, like this part.
Amber is calling Eric to let him know she's blocking him.
This part's a little bit trickier.
Do you need me to hold?
Yeah, maybe.
Because this...
I don't like the way this is going in at all.
No. It's crooked.
What's crooked about it?
There we go.
Let me try this side first. Okay, good. Now this top one is lined up, it seems like. Okay. And there. Now, and push that up for a second.
So, Rachel George, do you think the op-ed actually hurt her? Or her testimony on the stand hurt her?
Can you stop it from spinning that way?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you're right, Rachel Gerard. I mean, it was inevitable. It was like it was so obvious that she was lying, and that hurt her case. Yeah, it became an emotional battle, and in which they actually like even like held that against her, saying that she couldn't cry. Bye, Aga.
Okay.
Alex,
We're
delightful
very
so
close
far.
to being done. So, for this bit, we need these two little screws because these three little screws, these four little screws. Because what we're doing next is attaching these side things to the chair that go right here. Well, you can't really see it. These parts. or go over that other thing. So
no. Her pretending to donate the $7 million, that was a bad move. That was a really bad look. Because it just, what do they, some lawyer said that, like, if you lie about one thing in court, that means that you lie about everything in court.
yep. It was the same thing I was saying before about like Club ENTP, right? He made the worst possible decision he could ever make, which is he sold his credibility for getting me that one time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like once you sold your credibility, you're fucked. Now there's no reason to believe anything you say.
No.
Just when you publicly acknowledge that your MO is dishonesty, you know?
Oh my gosh, I know, Rachel Gerard, those texts were really scary. Honestly, I do agree with that.
Well, I mean, he was just being colorful, Richard Gerard. When he said he wanted to burn her corpse and shag it afterwards, that he was just being hyperbolic. He probably neither wants to burn her corpse nor have sex with it afterwards. Gosh damn it.
I think they both abused each other too. It was a really bad relationship.
Well, look, he may have done some bad shit, but it's all her fault. Because he wasn't evil, she was.
Well, it sounds like she really beat the shit out of him. I mean, like, as in, like, punched him a lot, like, a lot. And,
I see, that's something I have never permitted to happen. And it's like, I've had girls before, girlfriends or whatever, think they're gonna be like a little bit hitty with me. I made it clear, listen bitch, you're gonna hit me, I'm gonna fucking deck your ass. You better not.
I mean, that's like, I mean, it's like she went out her way to, like, go after him because of his powerful nature in Hollywood.
Yeah, she's evil. Evil people in their evil ways, they aren't very much fun. I'm going to remember that. Evil people in their evil ways, they aren't very much fun.
Well, I think, honestly, Running Fox, she's probably going to have to get help for her BPD if she wants to, like, if she hopes to have a career in Hollywood anymore.
You can't cure that shit.
They say that you can't. They do say that like the only way that is cognitive therapy.
Cognitive behavioral.
Yeah,
therapy.
cognitive behavioral.
But even that requires them to acknowledge in the first place that they have BPD, which is like almost impossible for everybody who has BPD. So they can't handle that idea. How does this go? Where are those instructions? Okay, so this is the right side, and this goes like
Well, the truth is, I don't think that she's that good of an actress. I mean, she got the role for Aquaman because of her association with Johnny Depp. And that's her biggest role to date.
I mean, granted, she was mind-blowingly great in it. Oops, I'm thinking of somebody else. In some other movie, I guess. So there, you guys want to hear about the CVS shit? This is the kind of shit that CVS pulls, right? So I go down there. Things that not roll out. So they tell me a couple days ago, okay, well we don't have, we have to order it. It might be here. It might be here on Thursday, which is today. And I'm like, it might be here on Thursday? You know, my usual thing that I do with them every time. I play this little game with them. And they're like, well, we can't guarantee whether it's going to be here or not. I said, fine, I'll come back on Thursday and find out if it came in around, you know, noon or 1 or whatever. So, I went in there about 1 o'clock. And the lady tells me, oh no, we don't. We did get an order today, but it didn't include your drug. And I said, okay, well then, you guys are going. Then I gave my little spiel, my little complaining spiel that I give, you know. And I'm like, well, you guys are gonna have to find another pharmacy that has it. I'm gonna have to go to my doctor. I'm gonna have to get him to send it to that new pharmacy, yada yada yada. It's a big pain in the ass. Thanks very much. So after I complain a little bit, the lady's like, okay, well, you know, the pharmacist will figure out where they have it and get back to you in half an hour. And come back in half an hour and we'll tell you where you can get it or whatever. So then I go away. 15 minutes later, I get a text saying, good news, it's back in stock. We have it after all. And then they fill my prescription. Okay, so what the hell is going on there, right? It's like, first they tell me, no, we don't have it. We don't know when we're going to get it. And then when I complain about it enough, then they go, okay, yeah, we have it. I mean, what in the world is going on there, you know? Okay, let's see. Is that it? Oh yeah, there's more pieces. Okay. Now, so does this just go like here?
I think that's the top one.
Or this is the top one?
Right?
Yeah, I think you're right. Or is this the top one?
Yeah.
No, this is the bottom one. Alright. I gotta give them mad props for this. I've got to give this company mad props for this. Behold the finished product. Good job.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
Good job for using behold in that fashion. I appreciate it.
Oh, bold! I didn't.
So next we gotta take these things out. And then these things go in here. here. And here and here. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Now this part goes I see. Pretty tricky, sis. Where? Here, diagonally. Okay, so this one goes like meow.
Oh.
And then, right, yeah. There.
Nice.
Now, the last piece. This one goes like this. All right, Rachel. Try her out.
Have you guys eaten? Meatball surprise, it's really good. Grab some bowls and come on down.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Thanks. Try it out.
Comfy AF. Now let me just see how we can lower it. Where's the lowering thing? Here it goes. Nice. Nice and smooth. Meatball surprise. Yeah, Rubinar.
The surprise is that it has meatballs in it.
Yeah.
So, more comfortable than our current setup. Rachel?
This is, yeah, very comfortable. Nice armrests, and it's like really easy to change the height of it. It's got the pillow in the correct place.
Okay, let's go grab some chow.
Okay.
Actually, do we have bowls here?
Yeah, we do.
Oh, be right there. Give me a second. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That's a good chair. It's like somebody said, I would give you that full view when she gets back. In the meantime, you can have a full view of me in the chair. you see, we moved the green screen over here. We can come, the green screen's here and it's here. I might have to put like a piece of cardboard behind here so we can come through like that. But, and then we're going to move it so the TV faces this way instead of that way, which it currently does. You can see our current setup. The green screen used to be there, right behind the couch. And now it's going to be over here. Where we're going to sit like, I guess, yeah and yeah, you know. But we can always move the green screen so it's more that way. I'm not sure.
People surprise.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Well done on the chair.
Thanks. I got another chair coming, so. Here's a fork for you to eat your food. Oh,
Thank
yeah. I need another Heineken or a soda. Which would you prefer?
I'll take a soda right now.
I need you guys a couple of cups or glasses with ice in it too.
That's a good idea. Luckily, it doesn't piss Eric off. Sometimes when I'm like just like, really hungry, I can't help myself. I just like stuff my face while I'm standing up.
Okay. Now it's time for us to relax and live stream for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Eat some food.
Yeah, eat some food. Talk to some friends.
Yeah.
I'm banned from drinking Creamer Street. That's totally legit, Jake Forrest. It's pretty gross. Although, like, I don't... Whatever. Even, like when we had creamer here, like this, like, Italian, like... It was, like, this Italian creamer. It tasted so good. Like, I couldn't help myself. I, like, took a sip.
It'd be good to eat some food too.
Yeah.
You know, we ate lunch a long time ago.
Yeah, your dad came at the right time.
Mm-hmm. Coke's so much better when you have it in a glass with ice.
Oh my gosh, it really is.
Rachel does occasionally drink a little bit of alcohol, but basically no. She's not completely abstemious like me, but
I don't.
she basically never drinks.
Yeah. I'm not a drinker. Yeah, the creme brulee. Or something. It was like Italian something. Sweet Italian cream, that's what it was.
I think the last time Rachel drank alcohol was on her birthday. She had a glass of wine.
Mm-hmm.
It was January.
And it was unexpected. I was just asking his dad what kind of wine he was drinking. I thought it was rosé. And he asked me if I wanted to have some. And I said yes. Sometimes I like to this sounds bad, but it is FE. I do like to say yes to his dad when he offers me alcohol sometimes because I think it looks good. You know, it's like a bonding thing.
Yeah. But I would also say to you, Siegfried, that you want your coffee hot. If your coffee gets cold, and I kind of realized this was important to me as well when Aga talked about it, which is I also want my coffee hot. I don't want it cold, and it's not as good cold.
Hi, Trubs. Hi, baby boy. Hi. Meow.
But sure, you might say this channel is all things to all people. For those in search of philosophy, I provide it. For those in search of truth, I bring it. For those in search of music, I rock it. For those in search of humor, I joke it. For those in search of nonsense, I spew it. For those in search of boring live streams like this, I provide them.
Yeah.
I'm all things to all people.
All things to all people. He's a very diverse guy.
Mm-hmm. I'm fluidly transracial, so I'm every race. I've been every race anyway. I'm not currently every race. Only one at a time. I'm also gender fluid, so I go from extremely manly to regular manly and back again. Occasionally going all the way down to extremely womanly, depending on my mood. I'm also fluidly transageal, ranging from age 6 through 18 approximately.
Yes.
I'm also trans-epic, which means sometimes I exist in ancient Greece, sometimes I exist in the Middle Ages, sometimes I exist in the contemporary time.
I didn't know that.
Many of the exciting, strange, and wonderful truths that are true about Eric. Is this sword giving it away? No. I'm fluidly transracial. My race is constantly changing. Yesterday I was Guatemalan. Today I'm French Canadian. I seem to be French Canadian fairly often. I'm feeling a change towards Inuit coming on. I'm often Chinese. It depends on the day. It's the best kind of race to be fluidly transracial, because then you get to have all the good and bad things of all the different races. So like when I'm Chinese, I get to have karate.
That's a pretty good thing to have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, no, it's because race doesn't have anything to do with DNA, so it's just, since it's completely arbitrary, I can say whatever I want about it, and it's as true as anything else anybody else says about race, right? In other words, my being fluidly transracial is just as true as somebody else saying they're white or black or whatever, which is to say, complete nonsense, made up of nothing. Those things don't really exist, so you can make whatever claims you want about them. They are what you'd call completely arbitrary, subjective ontological claims.
Hey, Dwarfish Shepherd, it's been a little bit. How are you doing?
You know, like for example, the other day I was making a video and was suddenly overcome when my race switched and I became an old Negro. I don't know if you remember it, but well, if old Mr. YouTube don't want to get in trouble with old Mr. Negro, it best be fixing its auto caption for the word Negro.
Yes.
Yeah. And yes, it is the case that I am as old and Negro-esque as any old Negro has ever been.
Mm-hmm.
Why, yes, sir, Mr. Harrison, sir. What? Sometimes it comes and goes past. Now I'm back to being, I guess, Spanish? Am I Spanish right now?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Think so.
You're Spanish, so like from Spain, right?
Yeah, you can tell when I'm Mexican because I say, oh, sí,
Oh.
a lot more. Yeah. Oh, sí.
Oh, sí.
Oh, yes, senor. I can trim these bushes for you.
See, right there.
That's more Mexican.
Northern English.
As Northern English? No. Never Northern English. If I'm going to go Northern English, I just go ahead and go straight Scottish. Or, you know, at worst, Welsh. Isle of Man, perhaps. But no, never Northern English. Because the Northern English are foul, awful people.
You know them personally?
All of them. I know all of the Northern English. Personally. And they're all foul, awful people. Hey, Rachel, don't call me big-titted. I'm an A cup, man. A cup.
Proud A cup, too.
I don't need to have big tits to feel like a woman, okay? So stop accusing me of being big-titted. It's not fair. Oh, wait. You said bigoted. Oh, my mistake. What does that mean? Like, into things that are big? Well, at the moment, as far as sexualities go, Rachel's lands are not rising up because at the moment they're flowing down.
Oh, yes, you remembered.
When a woman's body is flowing down, it's not rising up in sexy revolt.
Yes, it's not.
That's not the time to conquer her lands, okay?
Yes.
When it's time to reconquer her lands, then she will no longer be flowing down.
Yes.
And then her body will once again rise up in a sexy revolt.
Yes.
Do German women shave their legs? A German woman's leg hair is so coarse, there's no razor strong enough to cut it. And fuck my typing. I don't know what that means. A bluesy, solo-y tune from Eric? Like, meow, 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 meow.
Is there some-
Those kind of songs are terrible.
Now, is it blues
Well,
without saxophone?
well, the thing is, we all need to remember, is that Stevie Ray Vaughan is terrible.
Stevie Ray.
That's the number one lesson we all need to remember.
Hi, Chubbs.
Stevie Ray Vaughan is terrible, and anything Stevie Ray Vaughan-esque is terrible. Stevie Ray Vaughan is in some ways even more offensive than Dave Matthews, because Dave Matthews, while he's absolutely terrible and has no NI and none of his songs are any good, at least he's trying to do something that's not just nothing. Stevie Ray Vaughan's just doing nothing, like just playing like the most generic, derivative, pseudo blues, just shitty garbage crap, you know? And we should all shame him mightily for his failures.
Are we friends? I'm gonna leave you alone for right now.
You can't call aluminum foil Peters and Chichi. I removed your aluminum foil privileges.
Yes, it's for you.
Mike said, yes, I can sing like an angel. It's almost impossible for me to sing not like an angel.
Yes.
That's how I sing. Angelically. Like this. Oh, worship time, oh Lord, oh angel light from above. Oh, worship time, oh Lord, worship time.
That's really calling like an angel.
You know, that's like a Christian song.
Yeah.
That's how Christians make up songs. They just put the word worship, oh Lord. Pretty much anything else is just filler.
Filler.
You know, like, but Hendrix had actual talent, right? So it's like Stevie Ray Vaughan is like Jimi Hendrix with no talent. I think it's fair to say that.
How long has Stevie Ray Vaughan been in the business?
Too long. Is he still alive even? I don't know. You know who was dead? Eddie Van Halen. Because Peter didn't teach you, it's important not only to play the guitar technically well, but to have good decision making about what to play. And that's what he lacks, so he's garbage. You know, it's like you can execute shit to perfection and all you get is perfect shit. Remember that. Stevie Ray Vaughan is dead? Okay, well
Forever ago?
look, the tone, it only matters if you're not playing shit though, right? It's like getting the shit tone just perfect, the brown note. is not a good thing. He sacrificed quality for skills. In other words, he sacrificed art for craft. And that's always a mistake.
$1990.
That's shocking. I had no idea he died in 1990. That's a long time ago.
Yeah, that is.
Who's that other terrible guy who plays Layla?
He has glasses, and he's friends with George Harrison.
Layla Clapton.
Eric Clapton.
He's terrible too. Terrible, terrible. And we should all shame him mightily for his terribleness. Well, Peter and TJ, that's why you're wrong. Yeah, I know I played for Cream too. Cream's not terrible. Right? They have one or two decent songs.
Yeah.
Why, I'm Eric, host Eric, the one with the wisdom about the truth of aesthetics. You see, because I'm not subject to the flaws of believing in aesthetic relativism, I'm capable of being more correct about aesthetics than other people.
True that.
Oh, no. Art is not all in the eye, beauty in the eye of the beholder. It's definitely objectively good and bad like anything else. It's just we can't win those arguments. That's the difference between like something that's a TI matter and an NI matter, right? It's like, it's definitely the case that there are good art and bad art, and that my taste is better than most people's, but I'm not always exactly right. Sometimes I get something wrong and I realize later, actually, this is actually better or worse than I thought it was, you know? I'm least reliable about my own shit, which takes me a long time to decide whether it's good or not. But that's because I'm too close to it and I only really compare it against other of my own shit. But when it comes to other people's stuff, yeah, I'm extremely reliable about being correct about it. And the thing is, the first step to being correct about art is to acknowledge that, yes, there is a correct position about it and an incorrect position. If you don't acknowledge that, you can't ever be correct about it. I'm not always right. No, it's not. It's absolutely not subjective. The thing to remember is this. We have to think about how people actually act, right? So, how does every artist act? Every single artist behaves as though there are correct and incorrect artistic choices to be made. And that sometimes they make correct ones and sometimes incorrect ones. Every single artist does. Every single consumer of art has the same attitude. And yet we somehow deny that, in fact, there is a correct answer to things like that. Just because we can't win the argument, in other words, just because it's a holistic matter that can't be deconstructed into TI proofs, doesn't mean that some things aren't fundamentally objectively better than other things. Nobody wants to listen to jackhammers over, say, a pleasant symphony, even if you don't like classical music. Right. So, I mean, the thing is, Dave Matthews is terrible. That doesn't delegitimize the authentic enjoyment that people take in his terrible music. It just means they've got bad taste in music.
Yes. I have to go pick up this.
The thing is, when you've made as many things as I've made, it becomes very obvious to you that some things are better than others, right? Like, I've made over 6,000 videos. Very few of them comprise art done right, exactly. But some of them are terrible, and some of them are a lot better than terrible. And it's indisputable, you know? And when you've made that many things, as I have, and you can say to yourself, I can look at this display of things I've made, and it's very obvious that some of them are better than others, you know? And it's indisputable. And we may not be able to explain why exactly, but it is nevertheless indisputably so. I mean, people have subjective tastes about art, which is to say, they might subjectively prefer something that's bad for various reasons, either familiarity, a lot of reasons, you know. But that doesn't change the fact that if we're thinking about art right, we aren't worried about those subjectivities. We're worried about the objectivities. No, I mean, there's definitely terrible movies. For example, have you ever seen Aquaman, Mike Sarah? I mean, if you think that's not objectively bad, if you think that, no, actually it's a good movie, you're just wrong. I mean, have you ever seen The Last Airbender? Terrible fucking movie. I mean, just absolutely terrible. And if you think it was good, you're just wrong. Look, you can create for the purpose of expressing yourself. And that's an experiential thing to do. I could sit here and doodle on the guitar and just express myself and make up random shit and blah, 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 right? But the fact is, if I really want to make something that has a lasting identity, in other words, if I want to create another entity in the universe, somebody wrote the song White Christmas. Prior to somebody writing the song White Christmas, it didn't exist. But it's kind of hard to imagine a world in which the song White Christmas doesn't exist, right? And yet it didn't for a long time. But you'll note that the song White Christmas has nothing to do whatsoever with the songwriter or who sings it or whatever. It has to do with the fact that it's a true, resonant manifestation of art from the ether rather than a personal, particular, expressive thing. If you get a jam band like the Grateful Dead or Fish or something like that, you're dealing with a band that has rejected what's good in favor of expressing themselves. And they've chosen to do that on purpose because they don't understand what the why art's important, you know? But, you know, they've got plenty of people out there who don't care. They just want to be on a lot of drugs and have some music-like noise going on in the background. The thing that bothers me so much about people who make bad art decisions is it's so self-indulgent. If you've got a 7-minute song or something, you better freaking... It's like, it better be absolutely just stunningly epic, or it's got no business going on for 7 minutes. That's just plain, look at me touch myself, you know? It's not, nobody should support that idea at all. Look at me touch myself. I can touch myself in all kinds of fancy ways. No, it's not to me. It's universally so, but some people are wrong and disagree with me about it. And that's not what people want to hear. I get that. They don't like the idea that they can be wrong about what they like, you know. People don't like that idea, and they feel it's ontologically assaultive of me. But nevertheless, I'm correct and they're wrong about it. But I get that they don't like the way that feels. Alex, that's true. They don't like the way that feels because it feels invalidating to them. But fortunately, I'm not swayed by such matters. So I don't have to worry about being wrong because of feelings, things like that. Okay. And the thing is, my rejection of aesthetic relativism way precedes any of this YouTube shit that I've been doing, right? So this is from 20 years ago. I've held this position. This is not a new position for me. It's not one I talk about a whole hell of a lot because there's nowhere to go with it, right? You have to acknowledge off the bat that you can't prove your point. I can't prove that I'm right about this. It's not TI reducible, but nevertheless, I am right about it. Well, I mean, I'm an intuition dom, Alec, and it's an absolute value for me. So because I have NI fifth and NE dom, it means that I am, and also because I'm FI polar, it means that I'm optimally designed along with INFJ to be correct about the universality of art. But, you know, the thing is, it's also a matter of what school of thought you choose to embrace. It's a paradigm. It's not just an instinct, right? We all start off being fed this same bullshit line, which is beauty's in the eye of the beholder, that art's subjective, that anything goes, that everything's equally good, it's just your opinion, all that kind of bullshit, right? We all start off being fed that bullshit. So the choice to embrace a separate paradigm, the choice to reject aesthetic relativism, is itself an incredibly liberating choice. It allows you to make progress as an artist because you're no longer lying to yourself. Sometimes bad is good. Well, I mean, sometimes bad can be entertaining. I don't know if that makes it good, right? Like, Eddie the Eagle was a ski jumper for England, who was my favorite one to watch at the Olympics. But it wasn't because he was good. That didn't make him a good ski jumper. It just, in fact, he was the worst ski jumper, and that's what made him interesting to watch. But the fact that I liked to watch it didn't make him a good ski jumper, right? Well, like I said, there is an additional explanation to it, Alec T, which is it's not just that I'm an ENFP, therefore I'm right about it. First of all, I was wrong about it until an INFJ talked to me about this paradigm shift, and I willfully made the paradigm shift. Prior to that, I was terribly confused about what I was doing artistically in general, and I really didn't have any idea what I was doing. I would throw away the good parts, the catchy parts, the hooks, the things that sound familiar but you can't quite place where you've heard it before. That's the part you have to keep. That's the NI bit, right? As an NE Dom, I kept trying to throw those good parts away because they sounded not different enough, not new or original enough to me or something. Or I thought, well, what if I'm copying something else? So you have to learn to trust your instincts and your NI, and you have to learn to keep the good parts and not throw them away. So if you want to critique Dave Matthews, what does he always do? Whenever he comes up with something that's actually good or catchy or hooky, if he ever does, he throws it away. Any third. The thing is, if you listen to any of my music at all, you will come to a couple of conclusions. That it's hit and miss, you know, like some of my stuff's definitely better than others. But that when I'm succeeding, what I'm presenting is hooky, catchy, gets stuck in your head, sounds familiar, but you've never heard it before. And so it's like, that's how to make a good song. Now, how to make a good track is another matter entirely. So it's like one thing that they've come along kind of side by side slowly over time. My capacity as a songwriter and my capacity as a song producer. My productions are getting better, and I'm pretty happy with the mixing and mastering aspect of things nowadays. But obviously, it still doesn't sound like Well, Alex, you probably aren't going to feel this way because of your NI sixths. Because NI is not an absolute value for you, it's instrumental. You're not going to recognize that what matters is clarity of identity that persists through time. You're going to reject that idea because it puts an end to your using the tool function of extroverted intuition. In other words, anytime NI comes in and resolves a thing, well, that's the end of NE. The problem with NFP style art making is you end up with stuff like the new Fiona Apple album, right? If you listen to it, you can see how every time she's about to go into something that's actually hooky and worth listening to, she changes it up to be weird. And it's just a poor artistic decision every single time. It's like, for you in your life, Alex, you may choose to enjoy and experience art that's not as good. But what that means is the art you will have chosen to enjoy and experience during life won't continue to be watched or heard by people after a little bit of time. In other words, it doesn't have much of a shelf life. The best stuff has the longest shelf life.
Wouldn't you say that it's more personal too? Like, it might not be a good song, but for FI reasons, like there's like a personal attachment to the song, therefore it's a good song to them. I think that'd
be more of an SI thing to happen than FI, really. I do think that people can get attached to stuff depending on what their cognitive function stack. They can like stuff that they grew up hearing just because they grew up hearing it, right?
Yeah.
But that's definitely not the case with me. The vast majority of the stuff I grew up hearing, I didn't retain or like, and I only retained the good stuff. I'm not saying art has a framework which must be respected. I'm saying that if you want to think correctly about art, you can acknowledge that you might choose to enjoy stuff that's more about personal expression. But that when art is done well, it manifests an entity entirely distinct from, separate from, and persistent despite, or regardless of, the person who made it. It doesn't matter who made White Christmas, right? We don't remember anything about him. We don't know anything about him. We can't conclude anything about him. Nothing about the song. It matters at all who wrote it. It's completely irrelevant. Or who sings it. Or what instruments it's played on. We all know the song as an entity independent of any manifestation of it, right? Because its identity is correct. It's true. It's right. On the other hand, who can remember any Jessica Simpson song? Nobody. Because they aren't true, right, and correct. And so like I said, nobody can come up with, and here's the rules or metrics we can use to determine what's true, right, or correct. Those don't exist. That would be a TI kind of thing. This is an NI kind of thing. It's holistic. But that doesn't change the fact that it is true and distinctly so from that which is not. I mean, the thing is, I want to talk specifically about music, okay? It's most clear in music. And I understand music best. So it's like I'm not a good painter. I don't have a clear sense with my artistic vision about which painting is best as much as I do about other media, right? I'm much better about writing and music than I am about visual media. So when I'm talking about these things, I'm going to be using either writing or music as my reference point, because that's where I'm honest with myself, right? So I like to draw on stuff, but I'm not good at that at all. I'm not making good art, no matter how hard I try. And I'm not going to lie to myself about that. I may enjoy doing it, but I'm not going to lie to myself about whether it's good or not. I'm just not a very good visual artist. And it's because I don't have, I guess, visual style ideational frames just native to me, right? I don't visualize well, etc. But I've always had a perfectly sharp ear for both language and music. Even when I didn't quite get how to make music well, I still liked good stuff. I still liked the right stuff, you know, and disliked the right stuff. Well, you know, Alex, you keep trying to generalize a thing. The fact is, Alec, just like me, you will hear certain classical melodies and go, oh, I know that one's delightful. Because they're fundamentally more memorable. They're more true.
Meow.
More righteous.
Meow.
More just and good, right? They're more consistent with the identity they are supposed to be.
Oh, happy.
Now this is an NI thing. Supposed to be. And remember, I can't prove it, but it's nevertheless the case. You countervalue NI, so you're not going to like this. But nevertheless, it is the case. Like, what was I singing the other day? Right. Peter and the Wolf. I was singing, Peter and the Wolf. Mm-hmm. It's like, when you hear Peter and the Wolf come on, you go, for some parts of it. And other parts are a little less right. If you hear, Rhapsody in Blue by Gershwin. You hear the hook of that, right? You know, it's like, okay, this is an identity. It's not just somebody throwing notes together. It had an identity before it was born, and it was realized or channeled by the composer, not made up by the composer. It was discovered, not created. Good music is discovered, not created.
Meow. Meow.
Yeah, 6 is counteracting. So it's like, there are certain songs that we all recognize, kind of, if we're honest with ourselves, have an inherent greatness to them. One common example might be Leonard Cohen's song Hallelujah. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. It's true. And that matters most. It's musically true. It's what it's supposed to be. Or like, the other Jerusalem song. There's another, that's not, it's the Jerusalem song is another example. And was a man, ma 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 ma. Ma 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 ma. Bring me my arrows of desire. Bring me my chariot road. And da 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 dun da da da. Ba da 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 da. And was Jerusalem builded here on England's green satanic mills? Now that's a song that just, you realize that when you sing it, you go, okay, this song is right. And you can sing a lot of different songs, and you'll understand over time that some of them are fundamentally better and more correct and right and just and true and virtuous and noble and powerful, and some are shitty. And just all there is to it. And it's not my taste, it's just that my taste isn't bad.
No, you have good taste.
Yeah.
You're very picky with what you listen to.
Yeah. Rachel and I listen to a lot of stuff, and something's got to be really genuinely fucking fantastic for us to add it to our list or whatever. And it's got to be, and we don't disagree really.
Mm-mm.
It's like we both know if it's all the way there or not.
Yeah.
We both know. But it's like, and it's not even, it doesn't have to be classical music either. Like, think about that song, that 80s song that goes, it's like, there's a lot of like little like movie themes and stuff you realize are just incredibly powerful. Like,
That was from Rocky?
I think that was from Rocky, yeah. But dun 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 da, just sing those few notes.
Star
and all
Wars.
of a sudden, no, that's Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think, isn't it?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
But all of a sudden, you're like ready for adventure. It's like that's how powerful just a few notes can be. So thank you, Planet. Thank you, Planet. Live. I'm objectively wrong. I can't be objectively wrong. I could be expressing my subjective opinion about the objectivity of aesthetics, and you could make that claim potentially by saying that since I can't justify my claims adequately.
It's an Indiana Jones, right?
Yeah, I think so. What did I say?
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, okay.
I think you did.
Or, what Star Wars as well.
Yeah, Star Wars is
has an incredibly powerful soundtrack. It's really effective. And like,
what is Jurassic Park sound?
Oh, is that what I was singing? I might have sung that. Jurassic Park, what's that song sound like? I can't quite think of it.
Yeah, me neither.
I can almost think of it.
Oh, me too. Something like that.
I think that's it. Yeah.
See, I don't actually find Harry Potter to have a memorable soundtrack. I don't remember any of the music from.
I don't remember it either. You know, and like a good soundtrack will have a couple of basically like memorable hook bits that it can go back to that do that thing that make you go like adventures on or whatever.
Yep.
It's great. Yeah, maybe they are all by John Williams. I don't know. John Williams is an excellent composer. I could think of other soundtracks that really, the moments that are just like so perfect, such as Sally's Lament and Nightmare Before Christmas, which is by that guy who was from Oingo Boingo, Elfman, Danny Elfman. Anyway, that one, which goes da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da da da. Ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 da. That's such a good.
That movie has a lot of memorable, like, what's this? Do 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 do.
Yeah,
what's this?
that's a good one too.
What's this? What's this? There's something in the air. What's this? What's this? What's this?
It's fantastic.
It's so good.
It's so fantastic, you know? But when it's not good, it's just you don't remember it at all, and it doesn't matter.
No,
And it's
it
just it doesn't really add anything. It doesn't say, you know. But you know what's a great song to use in, well, Torvis Shepherd, that's begging the question, right? The point I'm trying to make is that while you might accuse my statements of being an expression of my subjective opinion, because of the fact that I can't adequately justify them as statements about objective reality, you definitely cannot make the claim that art itself is subjective, because art is neither subjective nor objective. What I'm saying is that people can be objectively correct or incorrect about art.
I have a question.
Yes?
So, a lot of people say that the soundtrack of The Lion King was good, but it was written by Elton John.
I mean, I didn't like it very much. I didn't like The Circle of Life.
Circle of Life. Yeah, it's not like you could play on the radio, which is a big way of telling if it's a good song.
Aladdin has a good soundtrack. Like, wait, you're gonna the open door Prince Ali, fabulous, Ali Ababa, strongest in regular men, new. He fought the animal horse, and his sword, Prince Ali. He's got something, meow, 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 meow. He's got meow, 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 meow. He's got meow, 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 meow. Meow 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 meow.
It's so good.
It's so fun. It's so fun. That's what it is. It's like I love fun songs like that. Like also, we listened to it in the car the other day. I am the very model of the modern major general and. What is
that from again?
That's from Pirates of Penzance.
Ah, Pirates of Penzance.
That's a great song.
That's a great song.
Okay, so, and that's the thing, actually. Anytime it makes a big difference who sings it, you know it's probably not a very timeless song. Now, you might argue that, that like I Fall to Pieces or Crazy are real Patsy Cline specialties. And I wouldn't necessarily dispute you there. And those are both really good songs. And yet, the bottom line is, the reason we know they're good songs is because I can sing them and they're still good songs. Even if I sing it badly, you can still tell it's a good song. I fall to pieces, bum bum bum, ba da 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 da. So, it's an excellent song. You can tell even if I'm singing it. Even though I'm not Patsy Cline and I don't necessarily sing it very well. You can tell the good songs because they're the ones that I like to sing. Okay? Like, Misty. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or it might be the sound of your hello, the music I hear. I get misty the moment you're near. Bum, ba-doo-doo. On my own. Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it wonderful? It's like, it doesn't matter that it's just me singing it. It's a wonderful song. It's right. Speaking of wonderful songs. Wonderful, wonderful kitty. Having wonderful times. Always cleaning yourself. Making sure you got clean lights. Wonderful, wonderful kitty. Such a fabulous soft friend. And now it's wonderful kitty petting time again. That's a very catchy song.
It is a very catchy song. I bet it'll be in your heads.
Well, I mean, yeah, Wonderful Kitty would have been ahead in ancient Egypt. It's people go like, oh, you should write commercial jingles or whatever. I take that as a big compliment because it's like what they're saying is that gets stuck in my head. And that's a sign of a good song.
Yeah.
Good songs get stuck in your head. Like Party at My Parents' House.
Oh my gosh, it's been in my song since last night. In my head since last night.
If you haven't watched the SNL skit Party at My Parents' House with Jimmy Fallon in it, you really have to watch it, okay? Because it's kind of a master class on how to think about music. Okay?
Yeah, it is.
It really is. It's incredible what he does with this thing. He takes the song Old New York, which is a Civil War song, and he adds a modern hook to it, and then a bridge that fits perfectly in there too.
Yeah.
You know when the rebel guy
yeah,
perfect.
So perfect.
It's a master class in how to think about music, even though it's just a joke, right? But it works beautifully. He converts this Civil War song into like ayo ayo, everybody's getting drunk, ayo ayo, party at my parents' house, and it's fantastic. It's like so satisfying to watch because even though it's just done for humor, it makes so clear all the stuff that I'm saying here.
Yes.
That there are things that are supposed to be, you know? Yeah, I'll play the guitar for a little while. We'll sing a few songs. Another person who's got really like a lot of intuitively right songs is Billy Joel. So like
Yeah, he does.
I like to play Still Rock and Roll to Me. This is a super intuitively like just it's hard to believe. It's one of those songs that it's hard to believe it didn't exist before he wrote it. When in fact when it came out, I thought, is this a cover? When you encounter those songs, you go like, this must be a cover, but it's not. That's a sure sign that it's like archetypal, you know?
Yeah. I'll do the answer part.
Okay. What's the matter with the clothes I'm wearing?
Can't you tell that your tie's too wide?
Maybe I should buy some old tap colors.
Welcome back to the age of jive.
Where have you been hiding out lately, honey? You can't dress trash until you spend a lot of money. Everybody's talking about the new sound funny, but it's still rock and roll to me. What's the matter with the car I'm driving?
Can't you tell that it's out of style?
Should I get a set of white wall tires?
Are you gonna cruise Miracle Mile?
Nowadays you can't be too sentimental. You best bet the true baby blue continental. Hot punk, cool punk, even if it's old junk, it's still rock and roll to me. Doesn't matter what they say in the papers, cause it's always been the same old scene. There's a new band in town, but you can't get the sound from a story in a magazine aimed at your average teen. How about a pair of pink sidewinders
And a
and
bright orange pair of pants.
well, you could really be a pro drummer, baby. Just give it half a chance. Don't waste your money on a new set of speakers. You get more mileage from a cheap pair of sneakers. Next phase, new wave, dance craze. Anyway, still rock and roll with me. What's the matter with the crowd I'm seeing? Don't you know that they're out of touch? Should I get be a straight A student? If you are, then you think too much. Don't you know about the new fashion, honey? All you need are looks and a whole lot of money. Next phase, new wave, dance craze. Anyway, still rock and roll with me.
Everybody's talking about the new sound funny, but it's still rock and roll to me.
C9, I don't know what C9 is. Oh, it's like this.
Oh, that sounds like
right,
it.
yeah. Still rock and roll to me. Okay, so that was a fun song.
Yeah.
And you see, it has a nice correctness to it, right? It's a beautifully correct song.
Thank you,
Oh,
thank
it's
you.
without a D? Okay, well, I'll try to. I just remember the chord shapes. I don't really do a lot of music theory stuff, really. Music theory and I are distant acquaintances, let's say, rather than close friends. Here's another great Billy Joel song. It's super, super, like, resonant, which is, For the Longest Time
Yeah.
by Billy Joel. I tend to play this song a little faster than Billy Joel does, I guess. I'll try to slow it down this time. Whoa, 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 for the longest time. Whoa, 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 for the longest time. If you said goodbye to me tonight. Wait, hold on. If you said goodbye to me tonight, there would still be music left to write. What else could I do? I'm so inspired by you. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Once I thought my innocence was gone. Now I know that happiness goes on. That's where you found me when you put your arms around me. I haven't been there for the longest time. Oh, 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 for the longest time. Oh, 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 for the longest time. I'm that voice you're hearing in the hall. And the greatest miracle of all is how I need you and how you needed me too. That hasn't happened for the longest time. Maybe this won't last very long, but you feel so right and I could be wrong. Maybe I've been hoping too hard, but I've come this far. It's more than I've hoped for. Who knows how much further we'll go on. Maybe I'll be sorry when you're gone. I'll take my chances.
I forgot how nice romance is.
I haven't been there for the longest time. I had second thoughts from the start. I said to myself, hold on to your heart. Now I know the woman that you are. You're wonderful so far, and it's more than I've hoped for. I don't care what consequence it brings. I have been a fool for lesser things. I want you so bad, I think you ought to know that I intend to hold you for the longest time. Whoa, 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 for the longest time. Whoa, 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 for the longest time. Whoa, 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 for the longest time. That's a good song too.
That was.
Is this called Girl? That Beatles song?
Yeah, I think so.
It's not called Oh Girl. It's just called Girl.
Girl, yeah.
The Beatles. Oh, come on.
I was hoping I would bring it up anyway.
The Beatlers.
There we go.
Alright. Is there anybody going to listen to my hold on, let me play it for a bit first so we get a feel for where the vocals come from. What's C6? To anybody going to listen to my story all about the girl who came to stay? She's the kind of girl you want so much it makes you sorry. Still you don't regret a single day. Ah, girl, girl. When cry. And she promises the earth to me, and I believe her. After all this time, I don't know why. Ah, girl, girl. She's the kind of girl who puts you down when friends are there. You feel the fool. When you say she's looking good, she acts as if it's understood. She's cool. Ooh, 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 girl, girl. Peter's here. You want some food?
Oh,
That's a good song.
it is.
Those Beatles sure did know how to write a song.
They did.
It's like, wow, you guys are good at that. You Beatles, you.
So difficult. Like, was the tour, was she told when she was young that pain would lead to pleasure? Did she understand it when they said it's so like complicated?
Was she told when she was young that pain would lead to pleasure? Did she understand it when they said that the man must make his back to earn his day of leisure? Will she still believe it when he's dead? Oh, girl, girl.
That was good.
And of course, there's always this other song that's of extraordinarily high quality for singing and playing the guitar, called somebody's honey is grabbing my icebox. Somebody's cold one is giving me chills. God just close my eyes. Oh yeah, alright. Feels good inside. Flip on the telly, wrestle with Jimmy. Something is bubbling behind my back. The bottle is ready to blow. Say it ain't so. Your drug is a heartbreaker. Try to be cool. When I say this way is a water slide away from me. They take you for every day. So be cool. Say ancient feelings like father, stepfather. The sun is drowning in the flood. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say it ain't so. Whoa, whoa. Your drug is a heartbreaker. Say it ain't so. Whoa, whoa. Your love is a life taker. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that was. Right, Pee-Pee? Thank you. Oh, thank you so much.
You're such a special lady.
Such a special lady.
So, on this one, you sing the choruses, right?
The green parts?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
okay.
right? I think that's how we're doing it. Sammy has a story that need be told. This is a song for an open road, and such a thing must always do its job. But she married up to turn 19, 4 years in and 3 kids weaned. Weary now and questioning the path. Agency outpaces discretion.
Our courses.
Way too young. The urgency comfort is really just impression. Making sure those underneath them always run. Doug at 20 thought bourbon fun, and likewise Doug at 21, and so forth, well up into middle age. Well, one sad scene to set him free became his whole identity. Now Doug's about another drunken rage.
Agency outpaces discretion. Locking in our courses. Way too young. The urgency comfort is really just a question. They'll offer you incentives, but they haven't got a thing that's fun.
Everybody's panicked about the kids. Wow, wow.
Lock 'em up with extra decks and trend.
Ooh, wow, wow.
Mathematics to produce success.
Orange pearls, more just to rest. Agency outpaces discretion. Locking in our courses. Way too young. The urgency comfort is really just impression. Making sure those underneath them always run. Without consent, it's really just oppression. By parasites surviving on their wages earned by lying while they feed their fear of dying.
Yes, let's
Feed upon the futures of the young. A little rusty, but not too bad.
Not bad.
Let's try this one. We'll do a blue pink, yeah?
Okay.
30,000. Oh, you're pink, right? I'm blue. My bad.
It's okay. 30,000 days. Too many expectations.
Not even worth a damn. Nights to sleep off the intoxication.
Otherwise, won't escape the plan.
I've wasted half my days
Trying another's ways.
who can
can tell me my priorities?
Is there anyone who knows the key?
'Cause I'm tired of doing it wrong.
Want direction and have all along.
Wait until I know. Or is that just hesitation?
Clay's no good for
Once your chance is gone.
what I need to show is a slope below my station.
I'm tired of doing it wrong. I've wasted half my days
Trying in others' ways.
Who can tell me my priorities?
Is there anybody?
Knows the key. 'Cause I think I'm doing this wrong. Yeah, I think I'm doing this wrong. I think I'm doing this wrong. Doing this wrong. Okay, not too bad.
No.
Matter of mood. I better tune the guitar a little bit. What with it being out of tune and all.
Oh, hello. Queen Capio Strauss. Thank you for the visitation.
There. Now it's time for matter of mood. When I was younger, it seemed that everything gleamed. I don't know what happened to me, but I've lost that sense of urgency, and I don't think that I'll ever see it again. If you follow my lead, you'll discover I'm loster than you. And you'll wanna know the way to get back out to wherever it was you thought you knew. And tomorrow will be just like today. I'll be lost then too. It's a matter of mood as much as a matter of will. And the things I do and the direction I point to still seem a part of me, so departedly. And I wonder if I'll ever see them again. Bum-ba-dee-da, ba-dee-da-dee-dee, da-bum-bum-ba-doo. Bum-ba-dee-da, da-dee-da-dee-dee, Dee 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 dee. Thanks, darling.
You're welcome.
Skip that one. I played Gerald. I don't really need to look at the words to play it though. Standard tuning to microaggression. Interesting, I didn't know. Oh, how dark it is.
It really is. So, there we go. It's a little
There's a
bit
little
better.
bit of light over there now. Okay. Gerald has a thought. Gerald has a lot. Gerald has a plot to get the margarine tater tots. He's got a good idea for a name-changing business. Thinking now about what to call Christmas when they hire his firm to change that name. Gerald always thought there'd be chance enough to return to the work left rough. He'd get back to it eventually, but his visions piled up and his plans would interrupt all the work that started off so hopefully. Now his mind is back on his business, thinking of changing factless to listless. Oh, how all the people will shout his name. And Gerald already knows that ever more clearly now. He won't provide explanation regarding the why or the how. He'll see you and know you from inside your heart. Exciting, delighting, Gerald plays his part. But Gerald still knew there's too much to do, and he drops time in the interview. Too much to be but, so where now and what? Too much time spent nitpicking the skew with you. Gerald has a thought. Gerald has a lot. Gerald has a plot to get the margarine's tasty spots. He's got a good idea for a name-changing business. Thinking now about what to call Christmas when they hire that firm to change that name. Gerald has a thought. Thank you, thank you.
I'll be back.
Okay. How wonderful, how wonderful. Amelia, go from that place. They come to you the details of your case. Amelia, when you rise up above, floating ahead and soaring like a dove, what will they say when they look at you then, when being sideways in the space you're in, and they're inside along with your thirsty grin? Amelia, can't you see? You and I will never be Amelia, yet you're still free, with too much opportunity to leave out in the rain. Amelia, Amelia, we're watching you, that for sure, no matter what we do. Amelia, when you rise up above, floating ahead and soaring like a dove, what will they say when they look at you then, moving sideways in the space you're in, and staring sidelong with your thirsty grin? Amelia, can't you see that you and I will never be Amelia, but you're still free. With too much opportunity to leave out in the. Too much opportunity to leave out in the. Too much opportunity to leave out in the rain, Amelia. That was not terrible, but not perfect. Oh, he came here with her. And what's the big problem that you can't enter? You seem so sure it's not appropriate claiming to blame things on Scott. Despite getting caught, he's got you reframing for him, straining for him, going to the gym to make yourself good enough again. You guys both have lives invested. That's not a reason to stay around. Through the years you've both been tested. Time to move up, find higher ground. Oh, he came here with her. And what's the big problem that you can't endure? You seem so sure it's not appropriate claiming to blame things on Scott. Despite getting caught, he's got you reframing for him, straining for him, going to the gym to make yourself good enough again. Be done with him. Woo! Let's play Gregory in Disguise.
Okay.
You're right for a little bit of it, yeah. It's got this, that must be the same chorus.
Oh, that's so funny. It really does.
Good catch. That's interesting. It must be in that key too. I'm going to put on a little bit more light in here. So I'm going to put this light on over here where it's not so bothersome but still provides light.
Good thinking. That's better.
Like that?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, that's good.
That's pretty good. Well, thanks, Planet Wave. What a swell person you are. Saying nice things to me. Alright, we're gonna play Gregory first, then we'll do that brooding one. Here's Gregory in disguise, hands in his pockets. Now he's walking down the drive, averts his eyes. He doesn't want you guys to realize that he's Gregory in disguise, hands in his pockets. Now he's walking down the drive, averts his eyes. He doesn't want you guys to realize that he's
Gregory in disguise. He hates lies. Wants to confront the men. Always telling them. But every time he tries, they only run and hide. He's
averts his eyes. He doesn't want you guys to realize that he's Gregory in disguise. Hands in his pockets, now he's walking down the drive. Averts his eyes. He doesn't want you guys to realize that he's Gregory in disguise. He hates the lies.
Wants to confront the man, always selling them. But every time he tries, they only run and hide. Again he is denied
The chance to get him. One Lily Bridge brings a new approach. And sneakily he'll try to encroach upon the guilty. Then perhaps he'll get the chance to yell at them. He's Gregory in disguise, hands in his pockets. Now he's walking down the drive. Averts his eyes. He doesn't want you guys to realize that he's Gregory in disguise, hands in his pockets. Now he's walking down the drive. Averts his eyes. He doesn't want you guys to realize that he's Gregory in disguise. He hates the lies.
wants to confront the man, always telling them.
But every time he tries, they only run and hide. Again he is denied the chance to yell at them. He's Gregory in
Disguise.
Cool. Messed up the ending a little bit, but
That's alright. I think it was still pretty
It
good.
came together pretty good. We haven't played this in a long time. Let's play this.
Okay.
Let me put this on. Yeah, like so.
Just brooding here won't do any good. But brooding's more and more my style. I seek the tree where he's standing where we stood. 'Cause I've been stuck here a while. And that's despite a natural selfishness that makes it easy to have fun. But flutters in the gut become a fist as all my visions come undone.
I tried to string, distract, and dream the afternoon away, but having new realities they're down on every day. And for a bit, I am out of it. I am out of it.
Reason still unsaid,
Still unsaid.
still I need get out of me.
Need get out of
What's
me.
inside my head?
What's up inside of mine?
Seems like everybody's so sensitive and ready to just get mad. I seek the simple ways of living like a kid.
'Cause who wants to be the dad?
Have we lost our sense of scope and scale? Our capacity to laugh? The sense to know when not to wail? And how
Okay, now let's play Cloudy Day,
Okay.
and then let's play Wonderful Kitty, and then let's stop playing the guitar.
Okay. It's a very cloudy day in Los Angeles, and today we run out of time. Struggles past, struggles still to come. The day is nearly done. Can someone buy us some more time?
Cloudy day in Los Angeles, cloudy day in LA. I'm no sort of evangelist, but I have something to say. Life can strangely be forgiving
To those who
stay awake all night.
mostly
Voices say to give in, they'll try to sap your will to fight. But whether I'm supposed to be here or just be soon forgotten noise is sort of based on what I see here, and don't slow on what I would.
It's a very cloudy day in Los Angeles, and today we run out of time. Struggles past, troubles still to come. The day is nearly done. Soon to be about us some more time.
Cloudy day in Los Angeles, cloudy day in LA. I'm no sort of evangelist, but I have something to say, something to say.
That was good.
That was good, yeah. I like that a lot. That went well. Let's try this one here. Wonderful, wonderful kitty.
What?
Wonderful, wonderful kitty. Having wonderful times. Always cleaning yourself. Making sure you've got clean lines. A wonderful, wonderful kitty. Such a fabulous our friend. And now it's wonderful kitty petting time again. Just let me pet you. Don't walk away. It's petting time to wonderful, wonderful kitty. Having wonderful times. Always cleaning yourself. Making sure you got clean lines. But your wonderful kitty is a fabulousness I've never encountered before. And out of that I want to pet my kitty some more. Just let me pet you. Don't walk away. It's petting time. Hooray!
Yay!
Yay. Wonderful kitties are wonderful.
Wonderful kitties are wonderful.
We love our wonderful kitties. Oh, let me tell you guys about Manly Sex a Lot.
Yeah, manly sex lot.
So Trouble is now sleeping inside the house in our bed and just
is the most loving, just cuddle bear cat ever. He gets
Yeah.
up right, pushes it all up against
Right.
me. He's like purr, purr, purr.
Yeah.
But he's kind of scary too. He's kind of like sleeping with a bobcat.
It really is. He's really scary too. He came up to me last night and he was like purring and purring against my leg, so I'm like thinking that's a good thing. Then all of a sudden he goes like berserk and goes like to scratch me. I'm glad he didn't get me because it was like a real, like he really, I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, mainly sex a lot because look, this cat, he's not cut, right? He's a tomcat.
Yeah, he's a tomcat.
But just like, now he's not trying to have sex with us. He's just trying to love us and lie down with us and that. But like a manly sex-a-lot, he's got a certain dangerous quality to him. You know, like, yes, he's going to sex you up, but you might scratch you too.
Yeah.
That's what makes him a manly sex-a-lot.
It's like, Jesus. Does it always have to be claws out?
Right, he's a very claws-out kitty. What's a trend that happens quite frequently? I'm just saying is more indicative more times than not come from beta quadra. Look, here's one thing you can say is, I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying. And that really says it all by saying a lot. By not really saying anything. If you say that, then you got all your bases covered.
That really is covering all your bases.
Yeah. Okay, how long have we been streaming for? 2.5 hours?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess, we should put the other chair together.
Yeah. That would be entertaining.
I might as well do it on stream.
Yeah, why not?
You know, since it needs to be done. And
We got some people here.
let me see if I can find the meow for this. Not that one. Is it this one? Oh, it's this one? No, it's not that one. Oh yes, it is that. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's this one. Right? Yeah, it's this one. Okay, now we're gonna get some lights going on in here. You guys are gonna see something like, it's gonna be, you've never seen it before. It's gonna be like, wow,
Yeah.
we can really see things.
This is like emo light setting.
Yeah. And we don't want to be accused of being emotional.
No.
And that's what emo stands for, you know, is emotional. There. Isn't that better?
That's better. Wow. That's so much better.
Well, thanks, Planet Lid. You're very, very, full of kind words. I
Yeah,
appreciate
it's Planet
that.
Love. That's so nice.
It's Planet Lave, I believe.
Lave. Planet Lave, my bad.
So may I first just say, the first chair proved easier to put together than I expected.
Yeah.
But I will also say, I have hand cramps right now because I've been doing a lot of actual work, which I'm not accustomed to. Well, I'm just used to fucking around all the time. So hopefully my hand doesn't cramp up too bad when I'm doing this.
Yeah.
But
open this box like meow meow meow. Okay. And then, yeah. Cut that. Okay. Now, also I think part of the reason why I'm cramping is because I'm a little dehydrated. I really sweat a lot when we were working today because it was rather hot out.
Yeah, it was rather hot.
And
you're pale, then your face just went like pale and you got sick.
Yeah, and then I puked a bunch. Because I drank a whole bunch of water too fast, I think, maybe in part.
So too, yeah.
That's part of the problem, anyway. And,
You need some water right now?
no, I've been sipping on this Heineken and I also got a Coke.
Okay.
Wheels. Don't need these things. Yeah, I yacked a bunch earlier.
Yeah.
It was all like liquid though, because I've been trying to hydrate too fast. And
Probably had a little bit of heat
stroke.
heat stroke, yeah.
That's when the sun itself comes and gives you a hand job. They call it heat stroke.
Can't be right.
Okay. I'll put down the cigarette for a second. Pull this out. And then I put this box outside. Woo-wee! I tell you, something tarnation. Makes me want to say something tarnation.
Something tarnation.
Okay, so the first thing I gotta do, if I recall correctly from last time, is I have to put the... Okay, how many macroaggressions does it take before you get a super macroaggression? Or a supernova aggression, you might call it. What's the next level up past macroaggression? Inquiring minds want to know. Is it cosmic aggression, cosmic level aggression?
Wow, that sounds pretty.
That's pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
Is it extinction event level aggression? Okay, I've got the wheels in. I've got that guy in there. Things are really moving along fast.
Wow, Wow, they really are.
Now I need to get this guy like meow. Okay. Now I need to get this part. And I need to get, I should look at the instructions at this point. I've kind of forgotten what I have to do. So, what's the next thing I have to do? Let's see. The next thing I have to do is put that thing on the bottom of this. Front goes like that. And then I'm going to get some A's. These are A's. A, 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 and A. 4 A's equal 1 screwed in thing. Now, I'm going to get this little wrench. And tighten these bad boys down. Like that. Piagity piao. Piagity pee. Piagity pio. I don't know if this one right. The bad one it's called. Because it's harder to turn because it bumps into this. Okay, there. Now, if that's on, the next thing to do is to put on these arms. Okay, arm, where'd you go? Be here, here you are. Okay, arm. So we put this like that. And then we're going to get some bees, I believe. Oh yeah, that's right, getting some bees. And appropriately for bees, they are black and yellow. See? Black and yellow. Although it's probably unintentional.
Oh, like
It's,
a bee.
yeah, it's like a bee, exactly. Like a regular old-fashioned bee.
Yeah, regular old-fashioned bee.
If a particular song over time ends up being covered by many people, wouldn't that mean mean the song in itself is good? Tends to transcend this. Yeah, well, it would tend to indicate that, yeah. That's true. That's a good observation. I don't disagree with you there. I wouldn't call it an ironclad rule. And there are some songs that you might say are good by my definitions, but I don't like them anyway. Like, for example, Every Breath You Take by The Police. It definitely gets stuck in your head. It definitely has a timeless... No, Ruben, that's wrong. That won't help at all. That's a bad idea. Every Breath You Take, it's going to be remembered for a long time. People sing it for a long time. It gets stuck in your head. It's got all those qualities. It's got even kind of archetypal, albeit creepy, predatory theme or whatever. But I still don't like it. So, you know, it's like my taste isn't perfect then in that regard, because I can't explain what's wrong with that song exactly, but I don't like it. Maybe it's because I don't like Sting keeping an eye on me throughout all of my breathings. Maybe that's why. It's like, even though I don't like it, I can practically sing the whole thing, you know. Every breath you take, every move you make, everything you fake, every break you plake, I'll be touching you. Keep calling, baby, baby, please. You know, it definitely is a sort of archetypally just stuck in your head kind of song, but I don't know, I don't like it. I'm not sure why. It just doesn't do anything for me. Maybe Peter didn't teach he's right. Maybe I have to be a girl to like it. But he's sexist like that, so, you know. Gotta watch out for that Peter didn't teach you. He's always like, that's girl stuff. I'm like, come on, Peter. It's a new age. It's a new enlightened age. And he's like, no, I hate girls. That's how Peter didn't teach. He's always talking. Girls are lame. I'm like, no, Peter didn't teach you. No, they're not. Well, what I'm saying is, by my own standards, it meets the criteria for a good song, right? By the ones I've been articulating. But I don't like it, which proves that my taste isn't perfect, right? Okay, now, I guess I put this on here now. Probably it's not such a great, no, it doesn't go there yet. Oh, actually it goes there. I put it in the wrong spot. Alright, what am I doing wrong here? Why don't I just follow the instructions? Maybe I should just do that instead of trying to freelance here. What's the next thing I'm supposed to put on? Oh yeah, I am supposed to put it on top of that now. Okay. That's not right, though. Obviously. There we go. That's more like it. Okay. Now it seems to be on there properly. Next thing is to get this back part on. Okay. Part C.
There it is.
Okay. Alright. Let's see which ones are in properly. This one is. Take this one out because it's not in properly. There we go. Yeah. Good. Now, good. And good. Good. What's in there? Alright, and let's tighten down this side. And this one.
Hi, I'm Moxie.
No gaming channel. But yes, gaming chairs.
Yes.
Because we need to be more comfortable.
Yes.
This couch is too low for me, at least, and it's been bothering me since I moved here. Okay, so this is the right side. Okay, now I need to get these ones up. And I got, yeah.
Eric is 6'4". Yeah, 6'4" Peter. Dentici. Dentici.
6 inches, 4 centimeters. That's all I am.
Four centimeters?
6 inches and 4 centimeters tall, yes. The camera makes me look a lot taller.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot taller.
It really does. Like I think my eyes are playing tricks on me too.
For a lot of people, the camera adds pounds. For me, it adds inches. Okay. Can you hold this and stop it from spinning around?
Yes.
With the flashlight. Where did I put that flashlight? Oh, right there. Right. There. Okay. Now, there's a couple of these things. Right there. All right. There. Now, this side. Okay. Okay. Seems to be going in. And this one goes like there, I guess. Okay. Now we got these two little things. This goes like this. Pow. This goes like this. Pow. Then this thing. Whew. I'm about to finish a big bunch of work right here. This is the last step in, well, I mean, not the last step in today's work, I think. Put it that way.
Today's work, yeah.
There may be actually plenty of more things to do here, but we made a huge amount of progress.
Yeah, a huge amount.
Okay. Lumbar support. If you like lumbar support, you're going to be a big fan of this chair. Because it features lumbar support.
Yes, lumbar support. That's one of the things we liked about it.
Where's the other pillow?
Underneath. What the heck?
Oh, it's got to be around here somewhere.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, you found it.
Found it.
Good. Okay. So, last bit, we just go like, yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah. If I can just push this past you over here. Good. So I know that was a pretty boring live stream. I appreciate everybody's patience or endurance or whatever you want to call it. But I am very, very happy about our progress today.
Yeah.
I feel like we really overcame our meowery today.
We did. Thank
Cool.
you.
Well, thanks all for being here, everybody.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
We're gonna make like a Scandinavian car and be Audi, but it's about time for me to take a bath. I'm really sweaty. And then next time, the dream probably will have a set rearranged, so I'll be able to get that screen turned there.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we need to move it more aside that way.
Yeah, I do
Because the
too.
chairs are a little wider than I figured. But we could go, yeah, you know, like both of us having one of those walls kind of facing like this towards each other.
Corners, like.
Yeah, we could. Like, it could be like this. You know, in theory, it's not a terrible idea, but probably we still need to move it a little bit
Yeah, I
that
think
way.
we need to move it over.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's fine. We didn't get it perfect the first time. That's shocking.
No.
Okay, so thanks for being here again,
Yeah.
and good night. Sleep well.
Good
Don't
night.
forget to eat plenty of cheese, and remember the Alamo. It seems like we don't really spend enough time remembering the Alamo anymore. We used to,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's like, when did people stop remembering the Alamo?
Did it become like not a topic you can talk about anymore?
Oh, hey, thanks to whoever gave me $3.
Yes, thanks. What?
You're the best, whoever that was.
Thank you.
I didn't notice it, but yeah, I'm super sweaty and clammy. So, good night, sweethearts. Sleep well.